It's live. Good morning. This was so cute. I kind of like this little thing, so I just had to share it. How are y'all this morning? Well, nobody's here to talk to yet, so I don't have to worry about it. Lord knows it takes a minute to figure this stuff out, and I am approaching this at the ripe old age of almost 60. So I'm like, now I want to try to do this thing. Oh, okay. And I don't see how to. Let's see if I get. Oh, nope, that's not what I want to do. Well, I am going to do it that way. Okay. I'm going to try something kinky, y'all. Ooh, can't do that. And invite people. I'm still trying to get my voice back and to focus on that book and getting it done, which means stop talking and write and take the time for that. But I have not yet. Okay. It's not what I want to do. This is a part when I want to have music playing in the background, but I don't think I can get away with it anymore because if you didn't write it, you don't get to play it. It ain't yours. So, total respect. No, don't want to steal nobody's stuff. But I was raised in the generation of free radio, and so it kind of spoiled you that sound was just and music was something you could just simply access and use at any time. So when it becomes unavailable um, behind a paywall, you go, oh, wait, the model has changed on how you access music. Great. I'll just have to go another way and go, all right, let me go to people I know and listen to their stuff. So, uh, but I got to go to my favorite guy and give you some of his stuff. Wow. I figured this out. Okay, let's see if this works. Can you hear the music? Hey, Tony, how you doing? I'm just waiting on y'all to get in the room, so I thought I'd enjoy some music. Well, I'm waiting. He went off. There I am. Thank you. Thank you, Joel. Carafelio me. Music. we, and we have to be careful about our music. I'm going to turn it down a bit. He'll appreciate if I turn the music down since he's sleeping and works nights. I live with a chef who bakes at night. So, you know, you try to be polite. Just a little bit. You got a little bit, though. So, oh, so much going on. I don't know where to start. I always want to do the weather because I think, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I just saw that little emergency. You unplugged yourself. You got to turn the battery on or you will be off the air. I think it's, well, we're still here. Weather. I hope none of y'all are in California. Um, it's still burning, and I YouTube every now and then will send me some other scientists because I'm always in the physics and space weather, weather anomalies, those kind of tracks, and doing their research. And I came across another one a couple days ago, and her stuff is new. And so I don't want to get too excited yet because it's not good news. But it was more what's going on in California, and she was referring it to volcanoes. And I interviewed a she talked about the patterns and the rings of volcanoes around the planet. And I don't have her. Oh, I bet I can find it. I had to take her her interview off the air because she went underground and she didn't want any trace of her being out there. And I went, all right. And she was a big issue here on the planet. So I went, okay. So this woman who's doing her PhD did a report a couple days ago that the fires in California are coming from the ground, not somebody setting fires to it, but that the lava cores. It's the first time I've heard a story about molten lava on the coast. Is it possible? Yes. Do I need to do a heck of a lot more research? Yes. So don't get excited. Still good time to leave California though. I left 6 years ago and don't regret it. Grateful to have made that switch to breathe easier. I was just like, I don't want to worry, and I'm tired of being sick. And the pollution levels in California were just ridiculous. I just said, I'm not going to do it anymore. So I like looking at the view outside my window, which is quite lovely. And I have two Wilco trees. I really want to figure out how to do that and share. I was putting on sunglasses, which I think I put up on a video a couple days ago here, and the so you could see the reflection of when I see out my window, and I have a second story apartment and I overlook two beautiful, very old Wilco trees. Looks like a masculine and a feminine. But I haven't done enough my research on the trees yet. But looking at the way the barks are of the tree, I'm like, I see feminine and masculine. Anyway, I was doing a DMT journey, and the tree started talking to me. I went, oh, and the first thing he said was, I'm always here. And I'm like, ooh, well, of course you have been. Thank you. As I've been asking, knock, 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 who's on the outside? Somebody got some instructions? Give him some clues. Tree was like, I'm always there. I'm like, okay. And Wilco, which is what Vilcabamba is named after, is the 5-MeO DMT. And it is, I have not done it. I've done the shorter versions, was from Mimosa pudica and another thing, Changa. But DMT the let me find a pick and do. Hello. Um, let's see. Where would I have that? I have to pull it. Wait, no. All right, give me a minute. I'll show you. It is. I'm sure Facebook has a picture. Pink hour, and it's a powerful little um, tool for um, just opening up doors on the other. Got them high. Got them high. It was like, oh boy. And this is another version of it. Here's Mimosa Pudica. Let me show this to you. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, right there. Here we go. There it is, Mimosa Pudica, that little darling. So that's cooked, done, powder, smoke, 15 to 30 minutes of, for me, infrastructure and understanding how this works. Oof. It's not it's not easy. I don't enjoy going. It's scary. It's not scary in that, there's bad guys out to get me, though other people have other experience in me, because you really lose control. There is no human. There's no body, there's nothing. It's this whole other world, and you're like, how do I get around in here? And for me, it's a progression of locks that I'm having, and it's been next. And as I take the journey, it's when it's going to end, it's when you really get frustrated, and you don't lose your ego. Here's the interesting part of this: you hang on to your ego, and your ego allows you to look at yourself and go, "What is going?" Like, wait a minute, what? Wait, what's this happening? And you ask questions that the question itself makes the picture change, or the reality, the direction change. And here's here's a shocker. Had not the effects I wanted. Let me put it that way. I don't want to say negative, because it wasn't negative, but it was in emptying. The word had an effect of emptying space. And my experience driving decisions through thought decisions and seeing where they would take me. And it was like, okay. And so I had a space to choose something. And oh, how about and I went, oh, and it kind of surprised me. And I went, oh dear, this is not what we thought. It wasn't it the movie Tron. Remember that movie? The old version, new version, that kind of and you're not on a vehicle, because you're the vehicle. And your eyes are the projection. You see what your eyes create. Not that the world's coming at you. I gotta show you Mandelbrot. Hold on. But you get to see what you create with your eyes. It was a real aha moment that the world isn't coming at us. We are coming at it. And I think I always like to say, a few medicine journeys way back in, if you want to see illusion, open them. get everything we create. Because a thought create and a word are the electrons we call electrical sphere 200 feet around you. It attracts. I'm looking for the Mandelbrot that I saw on YouTube's IC. And those are a lot more pow. But it's just an opening. It's just a beginning. It's just looking at, and the thing about mathematical formula. It's a fractal image of what this universe is made of. And I saw some of this, but it was like layers of, when you're looking at a hologram, you can look and it changes with you. But you can look at different levels of it and you see this pixel Mandelbrot kind of experience. I'm really slow here today. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in Ecuador. We in the country. We don't get good Wi-Fi's. And I didn't expect to show you this, so but since I can, I want to. But it's not giving me how it's going. Any pages of say goodbye. Oops. Come be good to me. I want to give you the good ones. All right, so I'm gonna wait on that. And while that's pulling up, I'll keep talking at you. So the beautiful thing about the experience was being able to see structure. And for me, it's seeing process, not so much so much news. We are in an information era. So it's the tools that we need in an information era is discernment to separate, sarcastic Facebook pages. And I had a good one this morning that made me look. And I went, oh, no, that's a little too over the top. But it was the discernment that we have to discerning intelligence and instinctual intelligence, which we all have, and fine tuning that. And men have it better than women because women have been over programmed with the stories our cultures tell us how to behave. And so it was weak in our instinctual system. And if you have any intestinal problems, again, you've got issues with that. And it's also pay attention. You want to pay attention to your Chinese animal, your element. Are you earth, fire, metal? It will matter. Our intestinal systems are weakest. So I'm an earth pig, and my biggest issue is sugar because it hurts my spleen. And so I have a high sensitivity to it. And my hands are pretty good. I can't see my hands. You see those little spots there. If I pimple teenager, it was 20 minutes, I get a pimple. And it was, oh dear. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Can you see that? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can. See the little pimples? There they are. Oh, yeah, it does work. So I can't do white sugar in particular. Pesticides make my hip go out. I don't stay still. Am I doing better now, Tony? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's staying still. Oh, I have that up at the mic. I have that up. I have that up. I have that up. I think I'm doing better now because I have to pay attention. Mandelbrot's. Ooh. All right, quick one because it'll come on eventually. Um, the Mandelbrats just kind of introduce you to a new dimension when you're walking through other doors. So, oh, here's a lovely one. Here, let me go with this one. I found one. I found one. All right, it makes me visual symphony. Okay, here we go. It's starting kind of slow, but oh yeah, because I did this last week. This is cool. To see the whole detail. Full screen. There we go. 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 Yeah. Oh, yes. I love this part. That's right. I was going to do Mandelbrot shows after seeing these. And this is the welcome to the next week's when you open up that door. And this is not what I got. Mine were a lot more powerful. But the difference is you see it coming at you. It's the opposite. You are going at it. So it's nice that we get to just kind of watch this happen. But no matter where I'm at and what I'm doing, it is creating this. And I went, oh, snap. Oh, thank you, Tony, for the question. All right, that's great. You're in touch with my body. Oh my gosh, every day. I got to show you the list of, I got a 2-page, I have a whole holistic doctor here in town, but to have that. I went in for my annual checkup and she gave me a 2-page list of medicines I need to just take care of the body. Things I recommend that you and not really focus about learning. My job is for you to know yourself more. So it's take care of the physical the best you can. The spiritual, keep it open so that you communicate and listen and connect. And 3, keep learning. So with my 2 pages she gave me, my throat is going, and I went, my voice matters. So I've got to use it. Zinc. Omega-3s, 6s, and 9s. I can't, turmeric, cat's claw, flaxseed, that. And it was nice because she is quite aware of 5G. We both live under the 4G towers. We're walking distance. We can see them from her place of work and me in my home. And I said, okay, what do we do with this? And because she's watching children get cancer in incredibly difficult ways and waking up with headaches and having this is constant now. So as we are dealing with the okay, the sensitivities. A, stop poisoning yourself. My roommate says when he wants to hand me a joint and I'm passing, he goes, "Come on, I like you more." Just like I like you anyway. So thank you, no thank you. But it's being aware of what your no's and your yeses are. And you will know in your body within 20 minutes if you eat something. That's the thing I found out. It's quick. Now that I have the sensitivity to any pesticide or white refined sugar, if I'm within 3 feet of it, it gives me a ow. It hurts. So that sensitivity has been excellent. And I still miss stuff. And I still forget my favorite. And geometry was more my favorite. So that's why I'm very happy. But it was, oh yeah. and not getting it in my food. And even though I'm trying to eat as clean as possible and eat as many kale salads as I can get my hands on, it's still hard to get them on a consistent year. And I live in a small town, and it's Ecuador. We've had a few riots, and when they have riots here, they tell you stock up on food because you ain't getting no food delivered here. And I went, and we're lucky because we have a lot of local self-sustaining and bring stuff in from their farms every week. So we're good here for a while. Takes me a while, Mom. I'm not the sharpest pencil in the box. So I gotta, okay, what's going on now? When my hip did go out, it took me, embarrassingly, 2 weeks to realize it was my shoes. I'd had them from Thailand, and I went, "Oh, a year in those shoes is all I can get with them." And I went, "That's the problem." So, give me small things. It could be in Western Medicare or it's something smaller. But ignored, it gets big. So I try to stay on top of it. So that's the world I'm in staying as healthy as I what's going on with y'all? That's some, those colors. Aren't those mesmerizing? It's like I want to turn some music back on and enjoy the colors because that's where'd that come from? Oh, came from the music. Oh, that's what they created it. Okay. They do these YouTube ones, which are nice, but you're not getting music. Oh, that's nice. In your DMT, you're getting, and yet every time I've had the experience, somehow music shows up. First 2 times it was the ice cream trucks that just happened to show up at that time, and this last time was some band playing across, in town somewhere, and it was amazing the timing of music and how it was just magical. It's like, okay, didn't expect that interruption as part of the story, but our ability to create is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it's really the trick is not worrying. Whew. If you can focus on what you want, you worry less. It is a work, though. I'm not gonna meditate your way through this one because meditation is a space to worry. So if you're not on guard and if you're not a good meditator, you better double up on something that does work and just do more of that and let it take you. The issues, the only issues we really need to deal with is cleaning out your heart, because it blocks, or fear. Fear is a big one. Fear will keep you from moving forward. And courage is a nice piece of medicine. And I called myself Courage for a couple, so I could practice with the word and use the word to kind of build up my backbone and give me some strength in going forward. And I hope you've heard my story about at 19 learning how to repel so that I could get through fear and use it as a tool to not hold me back. and really, fear is a space. It's probably right at the 45 and 90 degrees, 45 degree space. Let me put it that way, because when I was on this peak, and I was going down. When I got to that 45 degrees, the fear went away. In this space, there was fear. When I got here, fear went away, and I just kept on going down the mountain. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. And then I get up and do it again, and again I could feel. And it wasn't a whole 45 degrees because and poof, came right back down the mountain. And it was like, yeah, I can do this. So it was a gift to see my own self push through my boundaries. It's encouraging. And I didn't have to go to school. You too, Mama. Thank you. And hit me up with some questions and tell me what's going on. And hey, y'all, it's Ask the Oracle. So please ask me some questions so I don't just yap. I can read and listen and have some water and enjoy the Mandelbrats. This is for my Patreon class, who's usually in here. Not class. Well, yeah, I do some classes. So, what do we need to talk about? What are we not getting in our life right now? Are y'all paying attention to um, your own Western astrological and where you are? There's been a new discussion on the 13th sign that is starting to show itself, and like, ooh, lucky 13, lucky everybody. And the challenge is that is we know ourselves in that frame. And because we're in the Kali Yuga as well, this is a 500-year span of time, which we're probably at close to the halfway. So that we've got some more to go. And if we make it through the next phases of this the golden age. So take care of your body because we need some technology help to get to the next phase. And that's why AI has been proposed as such a solution because the body's not going to survive. We're going to need a new solution. And I'm like, yeah, but uh, we got to have something else more than technology. There has to be a natural solution because we're biomechanical beings, but we are still quite programmable. So it's like, well, yes, and you are, but everything is still created. So what are you going to put together, otherwise known as the singularity? What are you going to put together to make this work for you that you can move as a species? Because remember, we're level 0.5. But in our lifetimes, we're supposed to make it to level 1, which means we can take care of ourselves and we don't destroy ourselves. We're not like lemmings that kind of kill ourselves often. So I'm hoping for that. And, I kind of think about Martin Luther King and what he thought about in his life when threats to his life were coming. And I am grateful I don't have threats to my life, at least not at present. But I do have, well, I have threat. I want to say, do I have threats to my life? Yeah, they're called chemtrails. they're called, make a list. However, I don't take it personal. How about that? It's just kind of like, well, it's not personal, it's just business, as they say in the mafia. Right, I gotta put a. It's live. I have to tell my on YouTube. I'm so impressed with younger minds that I can multitask, but I cannot multi-internet task. So I should apologize for that. Oh, but I'm loving the Mandelbrats. All right, we're done. So I got that up and running. Thank you. Oh, good music. I love Beethoven. Can't go wrong with that. Let's enjoy some Beethoven. I'm giving y'all time to ask me some questions, so I'm gonna just invite some friends over. And oh, my little girl Ebony, I gotta talk to her. Let's see. All right, go. Thank you. Hey. All right. Now I got to get off of one. I can't look at too many pages at one time. Because the folks want to say hi. I'm like, no, no, come over here. Say hi over here. All right. Out of the Facebooks. Be so nice to have two channels. No, can't do that. I didn't know you can get. Oh, hey, Danny, how you doing?
Hi. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Is it me? Can you hear me? I heard you before. It's weird. Maybe I'll go and come back. Am I late? Oh. I'm gonna go out and
Ooh, hallelujah. Hey, Mama, how you doing? Let's see if I can hear. Adding you to the stream. There you are.
Hi.
Hey, darling, how you be?
I'm great. How are you? You're back.
Well, technology works. Hallelujah. It's a
You're
simple
right.
thing.
You're back.
It's,
Yeah.
it's like
Sometimes it does.
oxygen.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Right, right. You're at the mercy. You're at the mercy
Right.
of, of Sophia. I was like to say, Sophia, come on, give me a break now. Let me play. Don't be
Right.
controlling everything. You don't have to be Matrix bitch now.
Oh my God.
Come
Not
on.
today. So, what time does your show
No.
officially start?
So how are you? 10. And it was just like, okay, I have 2 laptops and a cell phone, 4 microphones, and
Oh, wow. That's
internet.
crazy.
It's
I'm
crazy.
usually headed to bed by now. That's why I always miss your show.
Right.
But
And
I'm wide awake.
oh, sorry. Did you work today?
Yeah. I mean, but only 3 hours.
Oh, no.
I'm just, yeah, up.
Tell me, how is life in Chiang Mai?
It's good. It's good, actually. My life, particularly quiet right now.
Right.
um,
Is there I see you did a Halloween party.
yes, there was a new show, like drag and performances, called Queerscape. It put it on for Halloween night. It was
Ew, okay.
really
Queerscape. Tell me more. Oh, and we
yes.
inquiring minds want to know.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. So the Backstreet Boys performed twice and it was amazing. They were in full costume. They gave it everything. You would have thought you went to the concert. It was a really good show. There's so much talent in Chiang Mai.
Right. Right.
So
Who put on the
talented.
event?
Mm, it was what was her name? I think he wants to be called her. He's a very fierce, like I think he said this is his first show in Chiang Mai, but I know he's Thai. I'll have to look it up. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
And where was
Mhm.
it?
7 pounds.
I don't know that place. Okay. A new
hmm
spot.
It's really cute. 7 pounds is really cute. It's like cozy and but it's open. They have space and a nice stage. This is my second time there now. First time was I went to an improv show, which was amazing.
Okay. All
It was a
right.
really good show, very funny.
Oh, I know where you live.
Ah,
Guess what? Yeah, I know where you live.
you know, right? You know that drives me crazy. I
Right.
said when I
Every hour.
wanted to find somewhere away from the planes, and I did not get away from the planes.
Yeah, you got to get off that side of town. They haven't changed that flight path, so that's difficult
Right,
there. Okay.
right.
All right. So, are you getting into any other conscious community events? Well, I think
Um,
what's going on in town?
not Not
Food.
really. I haven't been socializing a lot. I've really been like really getting into writing, and every now and then somebody will pull me out and I'll go out. But like my friends were in town. My friends came in town from Atlanta. Yeah,
That was
that was
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Um, but I haven't really been going to any of the events. I think I say I'm interested in all of them, but I never go.
That girl.
I know.
That girl. That girl. Okay.
But
Well, when you get
want it out there just in case I change my mind, but I don't. I am interested.
I am interested, sorta, kind of, maybe. A little bit. All right. Well, it is or it isn't.
It's
And for
getting
you,
cooler at night. Like it's cool. It's cool at night on the
oh
bay.
yeah,
It's still
oh yeah,
hot
yeah,
during the day though. Very hot.
yeah. But yeah, December, January, it'll get cold.
Ooh, it's coming.
Yeah, right. So prep, get some good blankets because we
Okay,
ain't got no
I'm on it.
heating. You got to go to Burma to
No,
get
we
a,
don't.
a heater. Right? They don't.
Oh
They don't
my
have a
gosh, a body would
Amazon.
be
You
nice.
want now? Body. I highly recommend the bodies. They're good like that
I
way.
do too.
You want them useful and decorative. I
You have
always
to
say.
find a body.
So I get them useful and decorative,
Useful
and
and
make
decorative, yes.
right. Make it work for you. Everybody. In fact, I was thinking about doing a cuddle party again here. I went. We need a cuddle party. We just need a
I
cuddle
saw
party.
that. And then, but I don't know how that won't, if that won't feel weird cuddling with strangers.
Well, that's when you know you need it most. It's like, oh, I'm afraid. Like, touch me that I don't know.
No, I don't
That,
think I'm afraid. It's just weird for people to be cuddling and I don't know them.
well, if you're,
And
I said
very
the
sensitive to
people in
smell.
Asia
Not a
are
lot of
not
people
touchy.
smell good.
I agree. I agree. We do this in Asia. We don't hug. Now in South America, they kiss and
Oh, like
little
the
kids are like,
Tucci?
like ooh, like say froze. It's probably me freezing you, but oh, there you are.
There was a delay.
Try again. Yeah,
I think there was a delay.
right. You were asking again about the hugging.
Yeah.
Cultural is a kissing is a big here, and if you're not from, will respond, and I'm happy to do this. So I'm like, yeah, and
Right.
a
I do
lazy
this everywhere now.
one hand, like, got you, bro.
Right.
I get a one hand one. I'm like, I feel you.
That's funny.
Okay. So I'm good like that, but it is a very cultural expectations of what, and so we
Mm.
get the rudeness label, and so that we kind of in one of those.
Right.
Gotta
So,
work that.
okay, so I did have a mushroom trip.
And pie, or here in Chiang Mai.
Here in Chiang Mai.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. It was I did invite wisdom of the mushroom, but I meditated first so that I wouldn't it wouldn't take over me. Like I wanted to be in control. Not freaking out.
You're having issues with those. But it was a good journey, yes?
It was a good journey.
It is medicine.
It's
It's medicine. It's medicine for the mind. And one of the gentlemen I interviewed here is a guy who has done 10 years as a facilitator for ayahuasca journeys and in Peru. And he's the chef that on the other side of the wall. And his work
yeah.
is
I watched his
integrated.
interview.
Right, Gary Morgan. He's about integrating and helping you go, okay, don't take it outside of you, take it in. This is about you. This is about your story. This is what you're creating. And the mushrooms I
Uh-huh.
find will talk to you. They're kind of nice. They took me down a wormhole. I went, whoa, wait a minute. Don't, whoa.
Uh-oh.
It went fast. And I had to go, just to breathe to stay in the body. Okay, wait, we're
Mm.
going off fast here. Slow down. Slow down. But
Right, right.
listen, learn, and take it in. Just take it in. Um, but it's your lesson. It's your um, learning. It's your what's in it for you, really, really. And if it's bad, then there's something, like nightmares, because dreams are the same way. They're emotional language. And if you're having a recurring dream or repetitive or a nightmare that gets worse and worse, especially if they get worse, that's when you're
Mm.
really not paying attention to your own shit. That's when it's really having to
Mm.
throw it in your face. You're like, I'm trying to tell you. And I would have the dream of always being chased.
Mm.
And it was realizing, oh, I need to just turn around and face what I don't want to look at.
Mm.
That's the best way for me to get
Okay.
through that. And so I went, okay, all right, I can do that. But I got better at it. So that
Right.
helped getting better
Okay.
at it. The practice, I can recognize it when I'm doing it to myself. But I was talking earlier about pain and my hip going out. It was for my shoes. And I'm like, oh, dang, I forgot. I
Oh
checked them two
no.
weeks ago. Oh, right. It's the shoes. It's those clogs from Thailand that I brought. I got a year out of them. That's it.
No,
I'm like,
no.
yes. And I can't find them here yet. So I'm like, oh, buy something else. But like,
You think it's is one of
it's
your
just,
hips like off balance?
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It was.
Ouch.
And when I finally figured it out, I went, oh, duh, I could have had a V8. It was that kind of moment of waking up. But
Wow.
c'est la vie, c'est la vie. So,
Well, I hope you get
what's
some
going
relief
on with you?
soon.
I'm sorry.
I hope you get some relief soon.
Oh yeah, the hip is better now. It's just
Oh,
working on my throat. So I got
oh yeah.
the propolis. That was the next thing on the vitamin E,
Hmm.
the lozenges, the tea oil, the coconut oil.
Oh wow. You ready? You
Bullet, right, bullet coffee. I'm like,
oh, you're
all
good.
right,
Okay. You have a whole
line it up.
yeah. Right.
No, I got a 2-page list from my doctor. I got a checkup, and she
Oh
said
wow.
you need some zinc, you need some magnesium, you need. I went, oh, am I deficient?
Well, that's
And worse,
awesome that your doctor is prescribing you like nature instead of drugs.
that's what I got her for. That's what she's
Nice.
there for. Give me something I want to work with, and that I'm willing to
Right.
work with. And this
Exactly.
town is full of holistic practitioners.
Yeah.
They're on every corner here.
It might be next year. I don't know. I'm coming.
I know. What? I'm not
I
even
said
sure what I want
I
to
can't
do
wait
next.
to come.
I know. I think I want to do a medicine journey and through the stages of the different medicines and take people through that because they have an
It
order
sounds
here, right? You start with rape or cacao. You can do a cacao,
okay.
these gentle ones, and then cannabis, and then San Pedro, and then ayahuasca, and then DMT.
But you said that I can't do ayahuasca now, right?
Yeah, yeah. Don't
Well, you don't
don't.
recommend.
I know, not. You know, it's a big business, and it is because it's a business
Right.
and you don't know until you know. So
Okay.
unfortunately, you don't know until you open that door on the other side and you went, oh shit, I didn't expect these people to be over here. So that's the hard part. And if
Landing.
you don't know, oh yeah, yeah. If you don't know the facilitator and the shaman or the pharmacist or your buddy who's got some,
Right.
you gotta open a door that I wouldn't jump in there by myself. I wouldn't do it if I was just starting out now. I wouldn't. I now and I don't go do it. I don't need to do it. Once you get it, you get the medicine. You go, oh, that's how it works. Okay, and you go on. You don't need to do this over and over again. But yet, I know people that have made it their medicine of choice. I won't say drug of choice,
Oh,
but I'm like, and I'm like, they addicted. If
they
there's all
do it
kind of
often.
yeah, people have done hundreds of journeys, hundreds of
What?
journeys.
That's wild.
Yeah, but there's a church, Santa Daime Church, that is their medicine practice. They do it every week. This is what
Every
they do
week? Is that
every week.
safe?
But well, if you know what you're doing, you're working with people who
Uh,
know what they're
you
doing.
know what you're doing. Right.
Yeah, it's not. It's like some of the yoga poses. Don't start here. So you can't do
Okay.
acro yoga day one. No.
Right.
Um, Sean, hey Sean, I can give you a reading. I forget to look at here. I've got people popping up.
Oh,
Sean. It's hard. Y'all should see my desk, but you should see my window and the view I have outside. That's the best part. Sean, think of a question. And ready? Ready, Sean? All right. So, oh, looking for you. Affirmations and mantras. Well, let's see what we get to say about that. That's always a nice to. It's already in your pocket. Is like what I like to say. The check is already in the mail. The affirmation is in your pocket. Um, we're asking you to consider your present reality, or circumstances. It is a reminder that you are the architect of your life. I was just talking about that. And it is within you to shape it beyond this moment. So kind of the whole role I've been talking about with the DMT journeys is that it has been about the. Sure, I'll turn off your mic. Actually, I don't have to put you on the screen, so I don't have to write it. It is the using affirmations and mantras can alter the course and quality and outlook of your life. Consider the simple 3-word affirmation. Life is abundant. Repeat daily, often and with an intention. It draws the energy of experiencing life as such. And a mantra of empowerment, such as, I am a reflection of all that I admire. Ooh, that's a good mirror. That's a very good mirror. It is a potent reminder of our vast potential. Very nice. Whether borrowed from ancient texts, a favorite book or poem, or your vast imagination, affirmations and mantras are invaluable tools for harmonizing. Very good point. Harmonizing life. Like music can deharmonize you with she done me wrong songs, right? You resonate in the pain. So it's deharmonizing. But mantras and affirmations are the harmonizing tools to get you back in alignment. Like the post box and the email box, What we receive reflects what we send. So ask yourself, what am I receiving? The answer holds the wisdom. Ooh, good for you, bro. Sean, is that male, masculine, or feminine, or both? And hope that helps. And it's just been kind of fun to be on today. I hate to be, rambling, um, but it's not about that. It's about I'm here. So ask away. It's not about listening later. It's about just being here. So thank you. I have been enjoying my garden most recently and taking in the Wilco trees that are in front of me. And really, what I've been excited about bringing, what I was talking to Danny about earlier, was um, doing a retreat in Vilcabamba that takes you through the proper steps of using medicine and using the sacred medicines. And that was pretty profound. I went, oh, right. There should be an order to this. You don't just take, um, you don't take an aspirin for an amputated leg and you don't take morphine for a mosquito bite. So a lot of times the ayahuasca and the DMT and the Wilco, um, these medicines are so strong, and they're medicines for the mind. And because we have gotten programming and addictions, that's why a lot of these medicines have been introduced to the West so that people can break addictions. And what they help you see is reality. Again, I say, if you want to see reality, close your eyes. If you want to see the illusion, open them, because this is what we've created here. It's a collective consciousness, it's a collective illusion, but it is called the Matrix for a reason. And as we strip away this reality with the medicine, no matter which one it is, and cannabis is is the gentlest one. Yeah, I would say cannabis is the gentlest of the medicines, because it's not a purgative. If you eat too much, though, you can get sick or you think you're going to die. That's a common one. Um, but it is, they're strong. Rape, which is primarily a tobacco, is usually where I would say that's your first get up there. And then I would go to cannabis, but I wouldn't start anybody with, and even before the rape, I'd start with cacao. So, but cacao is in its raw form, in its dry form, we dance on it and you can drink it, which is another heart opener. But there's a gentle one, sassafras. If you remember sarsaparilla, it was a competitor to root beer. I don't know why it didn't go in favor, but it was good for you because it was a heart opener. Um, I want to get with some sarsaparilla here. But there's so many natural medicines here. But I'm thinking a Tulsi tea is another one for cleaning out. Find some Tulsi tea. Please drink that. It pulls out uh, radioactivity out of the body. And cilantro. Get as much cilantro in your body as possible. Just keep flushing your body and detoxing your body that way. And I need to make my own salsa. I've been letting these guys next door make it for me, but they don't put enough cilantro, so I got to start making my own again. And just keep flushing the body. This is the important thing right now. What was the reading of? This is my sister, somewhere in the States. She's an artist and a photographer. Her book, Abstract Oracle Cards, Michelle Tresong. They're beautiful cards too. But I'm in it. That's how I got to have these and went, okay, I think I can work with this. And her style is just lovely. And from the Thailand folks, I'll recognize some of these images. and this is the journey card. Let me show you if I can find her. And these are getting worn. I've been using these quite a bit. And she's a city girl, Times Square, emerging. Here's her work, her art, compassion. That's her style. Very big pieces. But I got to work with her, and she's a numerologist, and she's really, and she's studying Vedic. I've been trying to do Vedic myself, and I'm like, it's not bad. It's nice, square. It's the math is good. You know, it's kind of like math you can get your hands around, and kind of like, I could work with this. Like, yeah. But it's like, it's about 5 years of study. I'm like, Cliff Notes. Ain't there an app for that? Come on. You got to make this easier. All my math girlfriends who, did astrology, total respect, because it was all mathematical. And since this whole matrix thing is just a big math formula, it's all programmable. It's like, oh, okay. Well, let's do the math. We can do some predictive calculating. Oh my God. Is she back in Thailand? Tell that girl she better call me. She's back in Thailand. I love her. Yes. Get a reading from her. She's awesome. She's a doll. I didn't know she was back. Well, she goes with the flow. She's one of those that she'll pick up and take off someplace and say, "Spirit called." And she's an artist, so she's never been dependent upon anyone but herself. I gotta talk to her. She wants to, whatever the new thing she's doing, I'm getting a reading, and I'm like, okay, let's see what we can see. Yeah, she's good people. And did I ever connect you with Harry Bates? He's a brother who is in Sham. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Harry Bates. He's more on the exorcism. Okay, he's he's dealing with if you got really dark problems, and you go to Harry, but he did what he did for me. Bates, like the hotel. Harry Bates. He's a friend on Facebook. He's a beautiful artist as well, and he's a cartoonist, and he's been an illustrator for the Wall Street Journal for many years. So I've enjoyed getting to know him and meeting he was his assistant, but now it's his wife, his young wife. He's remarried, and they work together and do their work. And she's a gifted. I have this huge mic stand I got to work with, so that's the problem. I think it's just gonna have to go here. Yeah. How about that? That works. I can live with that. But his focus, and he's been using tinctures, cannabis tinctures, which I found really very interesting. And I just started right before I left. I got one of his tinctures and started using it, and I was like, yeah, it opened the door. That's when I said, when you use it for the medicine and not recreationally, the medicines are. Oh, okay, good. I got it right finally. Lord have mercy. Getting this stuff down has been, I feel almost growed up. And it is this is Joe Rogan's mic. It's kind of like, but I'm not going to go there. This is a good thing about dominating stories. I've been back on FetLife, basically, my kinky Facebook world, and my friend, Jilly, what's Jilly's last name? Oh, problem with thing is trying to type on this thing. Jilly, she's posted it in Chiang Mai Conscious Community. Gilly is her name. She's an Israeli girl. Um, or no, she's an American, but she lived in Israel. She is doing something sexual and interesting. And she wanted to invite the kink community. And she contacted me and said, "Where are the kinky people?" I said, "Well, they're not a lot of them on Facebook. They're in other places. You got to go to them. They're online, and they have a group online." And then FetLife for kinky people. But it's been interesting to just blend the worlds because I'm like, okay, that was my kinky world, my kinky profile, but I'm Phyllis Serene there too. It's nice to be out everywhere and go, it's too confusing. It's too much work to make different logos too. I'm like, no, we are one person. We're bringing those multi-dimensional selves together. And my brother Gary, his tarot readings and his working with integration is just phenomenal, really. And he's so grounding. He makes you just bring it back down to it's about you. So I'm like, no matter what the story, whatever, what the picture is, and what you saw outside of yourself, because you projected the story. The world's not coming at us. We are going to the world. We are making the world by opening our eyes and being a part of it. And that was a part that I just went, oh, okay, got it. See, I see what's happening. And we will continue to do that. And as we learn how to program for ourselves, we get better at it. If we stop getting off the programming gravy train or succubus train, really, that's had control of us, and we get somewhere. But that's what a life is for, to learn those lessons and get better at that, because it is a toughie, that thing we've got to figure out. So what else, y'all? I've been yapping at you. Something just dropped on the floor. I do like my mic. Thank you. It makes me want to sit up straight, though, so I feel studio-ish. Oh, girl, all the time, all the time. I'm so grateful. My first fetish is learning. Really, 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 really. First one. As long as I'm learning something new, I'm like, it's sexually stimulating. And what a card did I pull for myself? A creative expression. And that's one of my favorite ones, because one of the things I learned, and one of the things why I started Patreon, was the whole reason for that, actually, was because it's something that Jordan Peterson said. 20% of us on this planet succeed in life, what we call a successful life. And that's because we pursue our art and our creative expression. And that 20% are not necessarily the professional artists that are making a living at it, but those that do what they love in creatively expressing. The Mayans say the formula for human is for man is to create art. That's our purpose. That's what this planet is all about. We are here to create. And because it's electromagnetic, a thought plus emotion equals an EMP pulse. That's how we exist. Then we are able to open our eyes and create something, speak something into reality, because everything you see is created. So when we participate and create, we are moving the ball forward. We are healing the planet. We're doing exactly what we're designed to do. And I just want to remind you, the formula from the Mayans is time. It's a time-based system multiplied by our focus equals our art. So whatever you spend your time on, because remember, 10,000 hours will get you to Carnegie Hall. That's when you're a professional. You have 10,000 hours of doing something. And the thing that probably most of us have is Facebook has got 10,000 hours on us. So having our time sucked means we're professional Facebookers. So what we do with our time now, and what we do with our focus, really is all that matters. All that matters. Because if you're not doing your purpose, we're just, masturbating in a corner or playing bowling, whatever we want to call it that way. But it's that kind of, we're not getting anywhere. It's just, if it's a belief system, religion, politics, business, whatever that is that can keep your focus 80% of your time, that's your art. So if it's not you, it is that capstone on your grave. Well, who are you? What were you? It's that one word statement of what were you in this life? Don't make it an emotion, like stoned, angry. No, we're looking for something more than that. Writer, storyteller, dreamer, creator. That's moving the ball forward. And as a headhunter, that was one of the things I paid attention to, was that we as a species we take jobs trying to fulfill a need for ourselves. And we stumble looking for that place for ourselves. It's very natural. And there was a study done by the University of Missouri, St. Louis, about careers and what people understood as a career for themselves. And typically there's only 3 that kids grew up and understood. What if they had both parents, what they did, and a teacher. So that's the world they know. And then television came in, and what did they give us? Cop shows with lots of dead bodies to deal with. And so we saw careers by what we saw on television. And that, we saw family life. I grew up with Cosby. Well, I didn't grow up with Cosby. I was already grown when Cosby was intentionally trying to positively create role models. And that was going against the grain. So, Bill, sorry, you got yourself in trouble, though, but we always going to have, so I'm not stressing on my brother Bill, because I got my own. So I just like to put them out there before somebody else puts them out there for me, and deal with it that way. All right. So I'm sorry, you asked me another one. Can you tell me about, I was just saying would beep at me that would be very helpful, because I need it higher so that I can see the messages faster. Yes, guess not giving more. It's a new app. All right. The Mayan app, let me pull it. Dream Spell calendar. When you're looking at it on the phone, it looks, or when you go to the Play Store, it's that Dream Spell calendar. BB. And then when you open it, you get this for the day. I wish they'd have a different background, but let me read today. Yellow Crystal Warrior. I dedicate in order to question, universalizing fearlessness. I seal the output of intelligence with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of elegance. Oh, love that one. That's a good one. Synchronicity. Yes, because on top of it, the guide is the yellow star, which is all about art and creativity. Oh, and we're at the end of almost at the end of a wave spell. So we're almost at the end. Here we are, the yellow. That way, gotta make fingers go in reverse. That one, we're in that position. So we're at the end of the wave spell, which means we'll start a new energetic flow. So the Mayans have 18 calendars, and none of them match ours. So the 28 days, the closest we get with a month. But when you're looking at the Mayan calendars, it's like, okay, what do y'all do on a 13? How do I look at that one again? Where am I at? And then you get the rhythm of them, and you're like, there is synchronicity. There is a flow. And so when you just look at them, pay attention, listen to the words, let them speak to you, because it is a bowl of soup of words that we go, what? They make no sense. And so having the words it gives you stuff to frame and focus on. And I was talking earlier in this call about love. And during my DMT journey, the word love was an empty space making experience. It wasn't the warm fuzzy I was expecting. And because of that, I just went, oh dear. Huh. I got to relook at a lot of things again. And, I'm going to go down the word love. And all I have right now in my head is C.S. Lewis's work on the 4 loves, which are actually, his book is about 5 loves, but they didn't want him to put the Eros love in there on the cover and talk about the sexual love. So that's what's happening with that. And my voice is going, you're a mirror, a resonant mirror. Beautiful. Which mirror? I'm a mirror. You should be you. That's why I'm here. Reflection. Everything's a mirror for you. Let you see. It saves you a lot of time if you want to look at people. However, you can get in trouble because, as I have learned from relationships, it is not a good thing to point out the other person's side of the, your husband comes home to you with a bitching about somebody at work. Take his side first. Don't try to see the other side because they'll get mad at you. I'm like, oops, sorry, honey. I didn't mean to do that. Yes, white mirror, but you have a number. You have a bar, resonant mirror, or galactic mirror, or let me look. It's easier to plug in. I was like, go pull up your file. No, it's easier to just go online. It's a little dangerous going online, but I'm going to try. Give me. Mirror. Self-existing mirror. I think you're self-existing mirror. You have to give me dates again. Off to bed, baby. Yes, you got school in the morning. Enjoy. Yeah, you do. Go look it up. Yes, please reread your charts. Please do that. Highly recommend go back and get the information. Remind yourself of who you are. Know thyself. Love you. Sleep well. Sean, is that you still in there, bro? Wait. It doesn't show me who's here. Does it allow me to do that? Nope. Doesn't. So I have to just play it by ear. Well, I've been yapping at y'all enough. So unless there's questions, I'm going to go and have something to eat. Oh, that reminds me of a joke. It's a long one, though. So now go to bed. I'll do it another time. It's a good one. It's an old joke, too. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you with Amanda Brott. And thank you for your time. Thank you for your interest. And let's keep learning, keep going. We've got so much ahead. And I don't want to miss any of it. Kind of a greedy girl that way. I don't mind the difficulties because it just makes it a bumpy and an interesting ride. We like the thrill, and that fear is exciting, and we don't want to let that go. So keep playing, keep creating, keep being your best self. Because you make the 20%, baby. That's what it's about, making the 20%. Your world is your choice. And the affirmations you give yourself. Remember, you are creating this reality, so you have to give it to yourself. It's how you fuel up, if you will. Our car is a perpetual engine because we have a heart and lungs that just work automatically. However, it's a mechanical body because it falls apart if we don't take care of it. And so taking care of it makes sense. Maintenance, oil, check the tires, all those things you got to do because we do it for our animals. We do it for our things. We don't do it for ourselves often enough. And why that has happened, I don't know. Not looking to blame, just looking to like, okay, well, how do I change that and how do I not stop doing that? Did I share this yet? I like to make it big. It's worth seeing as large as possible because when you see this in your medicine experiences, it's not coming at you, it's you going toward it. So it's like, whoa. So this is gentle, but this is all mathematical formulas. So it makes it a nice way to enjoy the experience. So I will leave you with this. Thank you for joining me today, and happy Tuesday, grand rising to you every single day. Bye now.